Hi guys, just a short video going to post this time. I've got an awful lot of family commitments on at the moment, so time's getting running away. So I've been eating away through the backlog of videos loaded up on YouTube. So just want to keep putting up some content each week, but I might have to take a bit of a gap on recording games. Hope everyone can cope with that. I know it's quite a lot of people's favourite Saturday morning viewing, or at least some of the viewers. I certainly like watching my YouTube videos when I'm having my cup of tea in bed in the morning. So anyway, I thought I'd give you a view of the Russian army and how it's coming along. And it's quite a lot larger than when you last saw it. I took the plunge. There were some really, I thought, really nice foundry Russians up on eBay. And I bought those, and you can see them over here. So I just done a little bit of very minor amount of work on them. Painting quality was actually really good, and actually I was really impressed by it. Actually, it felt one of those occasions where the actual quality of the figures was sort of belied the quality of the photographs. So yeah, excellent paint job done on these. I've rebased them, so my units are 32s and these were units of 18s. So I've combined 2 battalions together to make up the units of 32s. And that gave me a couple of spare command stands, and you can see those 2 in those units at the back. The units at the back are my Perry Grenadiers, so they can either fight as Kiev and Moscow Grenadiers, and I've got the flags, as you've seen before, for those, or we can put them as 2nd battalions for the Life Guard, and I think it's Lithuanian Guard that we have here in these front 2 regiments. And you'll recognise Pavlovsky, if I pronounce that right. I've got my books in front of me with their miters as well. Another really nice regiment there. So we've now got quite a lot of Russian infantry. I've steered away from doing any Russian cavalry for the moment. I'm going to wait for the periplastics to come out, and I will use my Prussian cavalry to support these. Yeah, and also apologies if the pictures are flickering a little bit. I haven't put all my extra lighting up for this. And I've got a new phone, and unfortunately the camera is so good it now picks up the strobing effect of the lights that I can't even see with my own eyes. So it's obviously flickering at a rate that the camera can pick up, but my natural eyesight can't. So hopefully that's not too distracting. Anyway, let's have a look at what we've got here. So we've got a brigade, or a small Russian division. It was modelled off a division at, I think it's Lutzen, might be Dresden. I think it's Lutzen, which did only have 5 battalions in it, but I'll fight it generally under the general Dame rules as a brigade size formation. So we've got 3 line units, and you've got to love the flags. I know you've seen these before. These are the flags from GMB, a mixture of flags being issued at different dates. And then we've now got a couple of battalions of Jaegers. So since we've last seen this, I've been busy painting Jaeger battalions. So I've now got 3 battalions of Jaegers. My original intent was to do 4, but I've run out of storage space at the moment, so haven't started that 4th Jaeger battalion, and I don't even have the plastics for it yet, but sometime soon. Got a skirmish screen here. These are Perry metals. All those ones behind are the Perry plastics from the Russian set. You can see there we've got one of the units with the forage caps on. Do like those, but firstly because they look a bit different, and 2, they're a lot easier to paint than the Shakos, a lot less work. So there we go, 1 battalion of Jaegers in Shakos, 1 battalion of Jaegers in forage caps, and then the skirmish screen that goes with them. Got 2 artillery batteries now. This one is all properly made up, 6-pounders, and a light howitzer with them on the far right. See that with the slightly smaller gun barrel on that unit. Again, these are all Perry metals. We've got a commander here in the centre. I'll probably have to get a few more commanders if I'm going to fight with 3 brigades, as I think one of my commanders has found its way into one of the infantry units to bulk it out a bit. Got a nice little casualty vignette from the Perrys there. 2 line infantrymen carrying a wounded officer. He's on a casualty base for me. You can see a few other casualty bases scattered around. And then this is my 2nd brigade / small division. This one is the one that should have 2 battalions of Jaegers. At the moment it only has 1. It has its own skirmish screen. This skirmish screen is all Jaegers. The other one is, what you saw was all line infantry. So probably should mix the screens up with a couple of bases of skirmishers from the Jaegers and a couple of bases of skirmishers from the line battalions. And again, see the GMVB flags here. On these units. And again, the unit of Jaegers in the rear. Again, you can see this unit Jaegers all got shakers on. You can see some grenadiers there at the back with their tall plumes. We have grenadiers and light troops made up in each one of the battalions. And then we've got our second artillery battery. Again, this one's all from Perez. And I did order a light howitzer to go with this one. Unfortunately, when the order came just before Christmas, they didn't have that one in stock. So they just sent the 3 cannons on the right here, which were great. And then, unfortunately, for some reason, I have got a 12-pounder, I think, judging by the size of the cannon barrel and a slightly different... can't think of the word. The thing the barrel sits on. Anyway, the carriage for the gun. Again, slightly different style on the wheels, I think. So that, I think, is a 12-pounder, arrived by mistake. So when I get my next artillery battery, I want to do a battery of 12-pounders. I'll probably just order a couple more 12-pounders, a heavy howitzer, and a light howitzer to swap that out. And then these are the new ones. So these ones are, I believe, all Foundry. So these guys simply all got rebased. And then for the 2 other battalions of Guard, I both rebased them, and I did a little bit of tweaking to their painting and their uniforms, just to bring them in line with the colour schemes I've got in my other units, and took some work they'd done on the greatcoats off. I wanted all the greatcoats uniformly grey in these units. So really, really minor bits of work, and really pleased how these 3 new battalions look. They fit in really well with the rest of the army. And as you can see here, I've put one of these spare command stands in with my existing grenadiers, and they fit pretty seamlessly. You really can't tell, I can't see that you can tell that they're Foundry, not Perez. The sizing is very similar, but stylistically they're very much the same. The metals are slightly chunkier than the plastics, but I find that with metal figures generally, and you find that on the Perry metals too. And that battalion is slightly small. I'll probably fix that by getting, as I say, another couple of mounted kernels, and that will allow me to make both this unit and that unit, also units of 32. So a tiny bit short there. So that's it. That's the Russian army as it stands at the moment. So 5 battalions of Guard, / 3 battalions of Guard, 2 battalions of Grenadiers, depending on how I want to make them up. 4 battalions of Line Infantry, Jaegers and Musketeers. And another 5 battalions of Line Infantry, Jaegers and Musketeers, with skirmish screens, some command figures, and a couple of artillery batteries. Yeah, so I think next on the list will be that battery of 12-pounders. I need some commanders-in-chief, so I'll probably buy the Perez Generals pack, use some of those, and get perhaps another box of kernels to bulk out these units. And then I'll wait, I think, for the Perry plastic Russian cavalry to arrive. All right, so I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you like this little video. This will be as much as we see of the Russians, I think, for a little while. But as we record some new games, I've been chatting to Dan and Charlie, and they've both said they'd like to play some larger games. So in the scenario books, I think there may be a way to do a version of the Shirodino Redoubt, the battle that took place a couple of days before Borodino. Got most of the troops I think I would need for that. And also we can do 2 or 3 scenarios at Lutzen as well, where we can use these new Russian forces alongside my Prussians for a couple of big games. So watch for those coming up in the future. I hope everyone stays well, and hopefully we'll get back to regular game content going up on a weekly basis. But please bear with us if there's a bit of an interruption in normal service for the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, see you all soon. Do comment and subscribe. Really, really always appreciate seeing the comments that you put up on the videos. It certainly spurs us to keep going in terms of what has proved to be more than just a couple of videos we've posted in the end. All right, cheers everyone.